Hello, in this video I'm going to go over some of the basic items needed for melt and pour soap making and a few more advanced items if you decide you like the hobby and wish to continue deeper into it. So the first thing you're going to need is a silicone mold. You want to go with silicone because once your soap base is cooled and hardened, it's easier to pop out. I went a little fancier and got a soap mold with a wooden frame around it. This keeps your edges nice and straight and not bowing out as it's cooling and hardening. You're going to need a glass container to melt your soap base in. This holds roughly 2 pounds of chopped up melt and pour soap base in it. I've got it covered just to keep dust and debris out of it. You're going to need a spatula to stir your melted soap base and to mix in your scented oils and your colorants. I have a laser thermometer, makes for a quick and easy temperature reading of your soap base. Comes in really handy if you're using essential oils and fragrance oils. You don't want to add your fragrance oils or essential oils above a temperature of roughly 130 degrees. Otherwise, you risk the chance of burning off some of the scent and they're not smelling as strong. I have different colored micas. Don't use food coloring or other dyes. Micas is the way to go. They're all natural and they don't bleed. You're going to need isopropyl alcohol. Once you've poured your soap base into the mold, you want to spray the top of it and this will burst all the bubbles and give your top a nice clean look. Got a nice little plastic measuring cup for my oils. I have a tool to cut my soap with. You can go straight, you can go wavy. I like wavy just because it gives my finished soap product a nice cool look. I have a little contraption to cut my soaps with. Keeps my cuts straight and the soaps an even size every time. I have different shaped column molds. This one's star shaped. This one is round. This one is heart shaped. And what you do is you pour your melted soap base in there. Once it cools and hardens, just splits apart and you get something like this. And then you can add that to your melted soap base, pour it around it, and you'll get a fancy looking soap like that. I have added things like dried mint leaves to my soaps, food grade activated charcoal. You just take the capsules, break them open into something like this with a little alcohol in there, mix it really good, and then add that to your melted soap base and mix that really good. Depending on the color of your soap base, your soap will either turn out gray or black. I have a cheese slicer here. I'll make little 1-inch thick blocks of soap. Use this along the small edge of it and I'll get little curly cues, and then you can add your melted soap base with your curly cues in there and you'll get a nice little spiral in there. You don't want to add your soap base too hot, otherwise it'll melt the embeds. You'll need plastic wrap or sandwich bags. Once your finished product is done, you want to store it with this or sandwich bags. That'll help keep the scent longer and keep your soaps from drying out. I wouldn't add food products like lemon peels, orange peels. I haven't had much luck with that, but if you have any questions about melt and pour soap making, I will try to answer them the best I can. leave them in the comment section, and I will try to get back to you as fast as I can. And thanks for watching.